Hi, you guys. Thanks for coming. Group mentoring. I know it's a busy week, so I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your week as you prioritize what is priority, not just doTERRA wise, like my doTERRA hours are priority, but what you're doing in your doTERRA hours. So I appreciate you guys holding value to this and coming to our group mentoring call. How are you guys feeling? Excited, maybe? I need to find the chat. Nobody's chatting anyway. You guys are
Scared,
scared?
but also excited.
It's like, yeah, mostly excited, right? But then like scared a little bit. Because we already worked past our fears. We worked past those. That's why we're going for the bigger goals. But there's a little bit of like anxiousness as we go for the goals with tons of excitement for sure. It has been a really exciting and crazy week so far. If you guys aren't feeling that, feel our energy and help that boost you a little bit, because there is just so much opportunity here for us. As a team, I just want you guys to know, right? I sent out that email yesterday. In the past, the beginning of my business here with doTERRA, I hit Elite in 3 months, and then I went on to Premier by the 5th month, and then Silver by the 9th month. 3 to 4 months later, we hit Gold. 3 to 4 months later, again, we hit Platinum. And then 3 to 4 months later, again, we hit Diamond. And so I haven't hit a new rank in so long. I put my focus, and honestly, not feeling that high for a while. It's been almost 2 years, you guys, not feeling that high of going for a new rank. I wouldn't say it messed with me, but I had to change how I looked at my business. I had to celebrate and really go for that solid diamond goal. And it took me a year to solidify diamond. Like, that's how crazy it was. It took me a year to solidify it. And so anyway, as we were solidifying this diamond, we were growing in all areas of the team, including adding a 5th leg, who is Brittany. She's on this call. And we've just been very consistent, all of us, showing up in our business, no matter if it's a lot of hours a week or a lot of hours in 1 month, or not as many hours in a week or a month. We've been very consistent in saying, I have a doTERRA business, and making sure we do some of our pipes. Or maybe we're doing all of our pipes, or maybe we're upping our pipes, multiplying it by 3 or 5. And now that it's been a year and a half since we've reached diamond, all the cards are just in place to reach blue diamond as a team. And there's not really a push. It's literally, we're just doing our business. And we have BOGOs here, and we have Diamond Club here that we've been doing. So it's a combination of the solidity of our team, getting our customers on LRP, that 65% retention rate. It's, having a really solid team of builders and sharers and leaders here who are committed to their own goals and to themselves, who takes the time to develop your business skills, your personal development, your mindset, right? And again, staying consistent. Staying consistent means you don't just go for it in your first 2 months of the business and be like, this isn't working for me. Like, no one is responding, no one's coming to my classes, and you just keep going instead of stopping. You're like, you know what? I'm here because I have a purpose. I have my why. And so, what are you guys talking about? I know, I'm all about that Mombasa, but they started to make it short, like a t-shirt instead of a dress, and a different material. Now we're like going off into Acacia land, but it's not like that soft, like dress and a little thicker. Now it's like a super thin t-shirt. I'm like, what is this? Mombasa is supposed to be a dress. We're talking about Acacia Mombasa, if you guys don't know. This one is Mahina made. She's so sweet. She just had another baby. I did a pop-up shop with her. These ones, they sell out, but it's a Puakeni lei on a t-shirt. Mahina made, so you guys can go get one with her. But yeah, so it's not giving up. And I would say our Blue Diamond story is definitely that. It's not giving up, staying consistent, keep showing up for yourself and for your team, even when you have times of like, no one's responding to me, no one's coming to my classes, those types of times. I was just talking to Precious because she couldn't come to this call. So I was sending her voice memos, and I just let her know, like, she's like, oh, some of my current customers aren't ordering as much, and some of the people that I'm reaching out to aren't responding. And I told her, keep going, and the best advice I can give you is expand. Talk to new people. Find people that are on this wellness journey who are interested in wellness. And the fact that you have customers is huge. Be thankful for them, and just, it's okay that they're showing up in the way they're showing up. Maybe they're not ordering every month, but they order here and there, and thank you, right? But let's find people that are more health conscious. And as you grow as a leader, as a builder or sharer, whatever you describe yourself as, the people that you attract will also be on that level. Do you know what I'm trying to say, you guys? As you grow in your belief of the oils, you also attract people like that. So I would say in the very beginning of my business, I didn't attract very serious builders. I didn't attract people who are going to be on LRP forever. At this point in my business, because I've been on LRP for so long, I believe in the oils. I use the oils and the products and the supplements in my life. I'm serious about my business. All of that's coming back to me. You see what I'm trying to say? Okay. I think there's a few of you, like especially Brittany, I'm putting you on the spot again on another call, but like, you came into this day one as, I'm going to reach diamond, and you've been doing this business for a while. You just hit silver for the first time, and it's like literally that word, finally hit silver. We're here, and you're about to hit gold the following month, right after silver. What was that like for you to go on that journey of consistency to be here now, reaching silver last month and about to hit gold in the next month?
I think honestly, it's like a freaking high. Excuse my language. I'm sorry if you have kids in the background, but like, holy shit, fuck yeah. Like, that's kind of how I feel, because honestly, like, yesterday was like the biggest day of my team, and maybe I might not have the biggest day myself of responses or people that are like, yeah, Brittany, I'm coming to your class, or yeah, Brittany, I'm going to do this. It was just the fact that I could inspire my team, which was a huge turning point for our team to get on board for Team Gold. But honestly, when I hit my mid-month numbers and I ran it, and not all my team knows this, so sorry team, I didn't really share this with you guys, but I ran my mid-month numbers and I sent it to Ash and I said, how am I almost at silver? Like, last month I was just like barely making it, and then how is it this month I'm at silver already? And honestly, it was the commitment that I set for myself. Sorry guys, I'm like super emotional today. There's so many feelings happening at the same time. But you have to commit every single day. Like, I share this with you guys because I feel like this is a good outlet for me. Is I just lost somebody super close to me and my family last night. And I'm still in shock. But I have to show up for yourself. You have to show up for you. You have to show up for your team. My team is depending on me just as much as I depend on them. So show up for it, girl. Like, do you. Because honestly, this is the most rewarding thing. I have to show you guys. This came in the mail yesterday. Guys, I apologize. I don't have direct deposit. So I know you guys send me emails all the time about it. I'm sorry. I'm not that person. I still go to the bank to see them. I don't know why. This all came in the mail yesterday. Checks from Silver. Like, I showed my family because I was beyond myself. I made more money in doTERRA than I did last month in Hawaiian Airlines. Like, how is that possible for me, you know? And I think you just have to decide if this is really what you want. And I think when you're ready for it, run as fast as you can and have the support system. Like, if you need a friend to text, like, hey, I need help, this is the support system. If you need a friend to say, hey, I just need a moment to vent, this is the support system. Or if you need somebody to cheer you on, this is the support system. Step into it, girl, because no other opportunity like this will pay you in full fold of like what energy you put in, that and beyond. Hitting silver again is exciting, but knowing that I have builders that are also going to hit silver, that's even more exciting for me. Like, I'm more excited for that than, I mean, I love when I do want to hit gold for myself, and I do want the team to hit blue diamond, but I'm also excited to see my builders grow. Like, that kind of feeling to see what you put into them is working for them is such an amazing feeling. And I think when you are ready to really step into your business, and that's what I have to do, is commit, show up, and step into it every single day, no matter how hard the day is. It will come. It will come. Things will happen in the right time when you are ready for it.
Thanks, Britt. Sorry. I literally put you on a roll. She was like, fuck yeah. And then all of a sudden she's like, oh my God. I'm so sorry.
I know. I told you, this is why I feel like all the feelings. I'm such on an emotional roller coaster of like the super highs of like, oh my God, that was such an amazing day yesterday, to the super lows of what I'm going on in my personal life. So it's like, I feel it all at once. And honestly, the best advice is, like I said, lean on you. I texted Ashley last night the second that happened to me with my family, that I was like, I feel all the things. I don't know what to do right now. Like, I'm crying because of my loss. I'm happy for my team. I feel like I'm everywhere. And she gave me the advice of oils, journaling, cry it out if you need to. I went in the shower and just cried for like a good hour. I stayed up to 2 a.m. just crying because I think I needed to do that to get it off and be able to show up today. Like, filming that video today on my IGTV for BOGO was like so nerve-wracking. I was like, oh my God, how am I gonna do this? I don't even know the words. I took 10 tries with my dogs, guys, 10, to be able to finally say the deal of the day. But I finally did it, and I posted it, and now I can move on with the next thing of doing it. So it's just getting through those hustles. Even if it takes 10 tries, right? You gotta get through the hustle. Thanks, sorry, emotional roller coaster.
That was awesome. Thank you. Yeah. And so with Britt, like, you know, she's been doing this business for a year, yeah, almost, or yes. Yeah. And so she hit Premiere really quick, and then, you know, stayed a little bit here. But she was doing other things. She was like training for Hawaiian Airlines flight attendant. Like, that's major. And then now all of a sudden you're just going. And so I wanted to go back to the fact that, you know, stay consistent. You keep showing up, everything will flourish. It's crazy. It's not just with Britt, it's with everyone here on this team that I've been talking with, that, you know, maybe you didn't have any builders. Is Emily on this call? Em didn't have any builders. She's enrolling people. She's a top enroller, has all of them on her front line, worked past the fear of like literally asking people to do this business with her or be a placeholder. And now she has a business overview, and she just had her first placeholder. So she can actually structure her team towards a rank like Premiere and beyond. And she's been doing this business for what, maybe like 6 months or so, and just stayed consistent and kept showing up. And I keep seeing that with every person here that have been consistent and keep showing up. All of a sudden, everything's starting to grow. And so I just wanted to congratulate you guys and thank you for showing up for yourself, really. I want to have Alexis real quick because you're about to hit gold. Sorry, but we're here. We're doing it. We're here at Group Mentoring. And there's something about having a team support. You know, we've been texting in group chats. We've been making each other laugh. And I just think that that is probably one of the best parts of my day, and makes me keep going here in my business and keep showing up for not just for myself and my customers and my family, but for you guys as well. And again, I think it's important to have people to lean on. And so I wanted to give Alexis a chance to talk about what she's been going through, and she's about to hit a new rank as well.
I don't know, I black out. Okay, do you want to know how it started? Because I'm the person that has always been super real. We've got nothing to hide, and if you try to hide something, we women are going to find out anyways. Okay, so I have not been very invested into my doTERRA business because I never saw the value of it. And man, nope, not crying today. I did a cool live. I'm going to be cool, calm, collected. Okay, here it goes. I was in the doTERRA grave for a while because I didn't realize the value in myself. You can't put me on the spot like this anymore. I run a huge business. My business with 175 plus people makes $10 million a year. And I trust running that business more than my own. Ew. So I decided that this was going to be the month that I was going to trust myself. And you guys have to do that too, or you're not going to get anywhere. And so now, I don't know when, I'm furloughed. I have nothing to do but this. Paul's like walking by and he's like, oh, more crying. Ben is like in the background too. Like, I have to really be quiet. But we're in this moment where I have no purpose. I can't, thank God I don't have kids, because I don't know what any of you guys would do, like not knowing when your next source of income comes. And this gives you the opportunity to be able to do that. So I decided that this month, if I was going to be a good business owner, and I'm a freaking good business owner, like they hired me to teach other people how to run their own businesses and be successful. We are the #1 district in the entire company for the past 2 years for protecting our assets. We have the most accurate goods. That's what I can offer in this business, is teaching you how to grow into a business owner. But I realized that you can't do that until you trust yourself to do so. You can't. And the #1 action I told you guys 2 weeks ago, to get rid of fear, you guys have to like really action on something. I've been watching a lot of TED Talks, okay? But in order to really trust yourself, you have to prove that you're willing to do this, and you really have to realign with your why. And I'm not talking about my why because I just cried like a whole river, so that will be for the next time Ashley calls on me. But going for this new rank sets me up for what those goals are going to be. And obviously you guys know that those are kids one day, but there's a life that I want to be able to give them. There's time that I'm trying to earn so that my schedule can go with Ben's and we can take time together, rather than he's on vacation and I'm in the busiest time of my life in retail. And I don't think that I want to produce a family that I can't spend the time with or make memories for. And so if that's your goal, or if you have something that's your goal, this is what I'm telling my girls: you can't stay in your head. You have to get out of your head. The meanest person to a person is that own person. And the biggest training, and I'll admit, personal development has never been important to me. I'm like, I don't need it. I've done so many things. Personal development, I'll just blast through. Personal development is so important because you're the person that's going to stop yourself from being successful. On Thursday, we were 8,000, almost 9,000 PV away from even hitting gold. I didn't know I wanted to do it. Today, we're 2,000 PV away from hitting. It's going to happen. It's going to happen by the end of today. But just like how Britt said, you cannot do it without a support team. I've texted every single one of my builders. I probably annoyed the shit out of them yesterday. But having that support group and having people just like, no, don't spend time there. Spend your time here. You've got it. You're great. You're beautiful. That was a cool science project. Let's talk about your structure. Like, that is the support that you need, because when you guys are ready to go for your next crazy rank, whatever it may be, you're going to spend the most time in your head, and your girls are going to be the one to pull you out and place you back into reality. And I think that's the most important thing that you have to remember, is to get the F out of your head. Remember, personal development is the most important, and your girls mean the world to you. So when you are ready to get new builders on, you got to be picky with them, because they're going to be the ones who lift you up. They're going to be the ones who contribute. And you know, when you have one weak person, you are as strong as your weakest link. No one's dreams are coming true if that weakest link on your team doesn't feel supported. Okay, so we're coming out of the Terra grade yesterday, just to brag, because there's some of the girls on the call. We got 4 enrollments, and no, I lied, 6 enrollments in one freaking day. That's what happens when you put your mind to it, ladies. 6 enrollments. We just changed 6 people's lives. And on top of that, we just changed the lives of those builders who realize, shit, I can do this. And so I just want everyone to be in that mind space, you know, that mind space too. That, like, when you eliminate the fear, you read that damn book, you eliminate your fear, and you just do it, then stuff actually happens. And it's happening in front of my eyes. I can't get out of back office. So I don't know if I even answered your question. I'm just trying not to cry.
It's all good. It was so funny. We were literally telling Alexis, welcome back. You're alive. This morning. So yes, if you guys have group chats with your upline, your crossline sisters, like, make the best of it. We try to make each other laugh while encouraging each other, while, you know, kind of celebrating a little bit as well. So if you're not in a group chat, you can message me. I will add you in one. It's been fun. So congratulations to everybody. And Alexis going to reach a new rank. Brittany going to reach a new rank. As a team, we were 13,696 PV away from Blue Diamond yesterday. This morning, we're 7,151 away from Blue Diamond. Alexis is 2,000 away. Naomi is 2,000 away. Giselle is 800 away. Brittany is 3,000 away. We have to build a brand new leg. Let's just say that. That's okay. We're going to build it. And Eichel has already reached gold. And so Blue Diamond is a team of 5 gold legs, and it's been awesome. All of you are part of this. And so if you don't know where you are, let me know. But, you know, Brittany, she's right there. She's the first person on my screen, actually. Brittany McDonald. She's actually Giselle's qualifier. So she reached Premier yesterday in order to make that team a gold team. Congratulations. Kareen is one of Brittany's qualifier. She is, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. She's gonna be silver soon. Am I allowed to say that to people? She already reached Premier, and it's been, she's been building for silver for, what's great is, like, months ago, she said, my goal is silver. I'm gonna solidify Premier. My goal is silver. And even though she hasn't hit silver, each time she physically said, I'm gonna, you know, my goal is silver, she knew that she was always working towards that. And that's a mindset thing. You know, you can't be like, I'm going for Premier, and you don't hit it, and you're like, what am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't even know what's going on. No, like, you have built to keep, you know, you've built and you've grown to keep going, and you're gonna hit Premier. It's never gonna be like, I didn't hit Premier this month, I'm never gonna hit it. It's always gonna be, I've done the work, I'm growing, and I'm gonna hit Premier eventually. And so I feel like Kareen did that with her goals, saying every month, I'm gonna be silver, and I'm gonna be a solid Premier, but I'm gonna be silver. I'm working to silver. So she was looking at her business and her structure as a silver structure, putting volume where it needed to be for silver, as she's solidifying Premier and finding builders for this silver structure. Okay, so congratulations to Kareen, almost there. Shauna, she's on Naomi's team, and that lake has already reached Premier. It's surpassed Premier, because Shauna's also on that team, and she is a Premier in her own, and she has solidified Premier. So congratulations to Shauna. Zanine is on Alexis's team under Chelsea. Chelsea's here. Chelsea has hit Premier. Wait, yep, you hit Premier this morning. Yesterday you were 142 away, and this morning you are Premier, Chelsea. And woohoo! And Deneen is one of your qualified legs, and so Deneen, you're about to hit executive, or you did already, and yeah, you already did. And so you're like 500 away from elite. You've already hit elite, but Deneen got a little busy moving and shifting her life a little bit last year. And so she like came back full force. She brought on 4 builders last month. It's just like, doTERRA will always be here for you guys, no matter what you're going through, ups and downs in life, okay? Kristen's on Alexis's team under Peyton, and she's already, are you almost Premier again, Kristen? Because you've already hit elite. You've already, yeah, and so you're probably almost.
She was Premier yesterday at 3 something.
Woohoo! So Kristen's already Premier. That's amazing. Alyssa actually just hit Director. Alyssa's actually right next to Aiko, underneath my brother who's on my front line. So Alyssa hit Director, and so we were kind of talking about, you know, maybe what you could do is now look at your power of 3. So congratulations to Alyssa. She's back. Charmaine, I would love, who is Charmaine's enroller? Would you guys be willing to introduce her, and Charmaine can say hi? I think she's with Precious. And Precious couldn't make it. Sorry, she's on a school call. So I wanted to welcome Charmaine. Oh, yes. Britt just said she's with Precious. Yes. Don't be shy, but it's okay if you're shy, but we're here, and we're so happy to welcome you into our team, Charmaine, and thankful that you're here. Brittany is actually your upline. So at least, you know, you're there and you have your upline support as well. Not just Precious, but you have Brittany, you have Giselle, and you have me as well. Tiare is Brittany's new builder. I know you introduced her last week. Tiare, did you want to say hello or say anything about yourself? It's okay. No worries. And you guys can also chat. She's saying hi in the chat. Mickey Alla is also on Brittany's team. She's been her customer who recently upgraded. Welcome, Mickey. Darlene, she's back. Darlene's back. She has some time. And so Darlene hopped on. She's under Alexis's team under Ben's leg next to Darren Joy. And then we have Anuhea, who is Giselle's qualifier, and she's about to hit Premier. She's already a Premier, but she's about to hit it again. She's so close, so close. Congratulations, you guys. Who am I missing? Every time I change the page, it like moves everybody. Peyton is Alexis's qualifier. She's almost Premier, and she's gonna hit Premier rank for the first time. Janine is on her team. She's her qualifier, and so they are both working together to reach that new rank, and Janine's gonna hit a new rank as well. So congratulations to you guys. Kaylee, I'm supporting her. She's under Naomi. That leg has already hit Premier, so that leg is qualified us for gold. And then Ilana is on Brittany's team, on that brand new leg. So welcome everybody, and I appreciate you for being here live. It's been so much fun. Let's move into, yay. Oh, Britt is saying she went to school with Peyton. What school is that? I don't even want to ask how old you guys are. You're gonna make me feel old. But yes, so I just wanted to let you guys know that how grateful I am, and how that this goal, this Blue Diamond goal is really a team effort. And there's no way I could even be Diamond without a team. There's no way I could be Blue Diamond without a team. And it was your guys' dedication that got us here. I want to cheer you guys on to reaching your ranks now and your goals. And I'm excited for you. Okay. Really quick though, have you guys been keeping up with some dates that doTERRA has been releasing? I don't know if you're keeping up with leadership, but leadership is available for silver ranks and above. This year they allowed premier ranks and above, but since they had to cancel the in-person event, they made it online and they opened it up to every single wellness advocate in doTERRA. So if you want to take advantage of leadership, you're going to want to get access to that. Go to doterra.com and find where leadership is. I also emailed it out. Okay. Some big announcements is that convention is still on track to being in person unless they absolutely have to cancel it. Tickets will go on sale June 3rd. Presidential Diamonds, Blue Diamonds, Diamonds get early access, and so I will let you guys know what the hotel situation looks like. Usually we all stay together, like rooms in like right across the hallways of each other, and if you guys want to do that, I would love to do that again with you. And so that's convention. That happens in September. If you can't make it, there is always an online option. Okay. They did announce leadership retreat for next year. Again, it's going to be silver ranks and above. So if you're not silver, you're going to want to aim for that rank to get there by next year. Liv, I'm on a phone call. That blockage is up, so you can't come in here. 1 hour is all I needed. So Nashville. I want to go to Nashville. I love country music. Is that the home of country or what? Okay, there's paper in the top drawer. Like, have you guys been to Nashville before? Because I haven't. And I only watch, like, for some reason, shows that are in the South. I think I was, like, in the South in my past life. Country music, Southern food, Southern accents. I love that. Get your boots, Shauna said. No, seriously, has anybody been to Nashville? Can somebody tell us what it's like? No? We're all gonna be newbies and we get to experience a new city together. So excited. So silvers and above, we're going to Nashville together. Let's do it. Music Town. Let's all go dancing. We need to line dance. Oh my God, I'm the worst dancer. We can try, and then we can, if we learn how to line dance, we can TikTok. Because TikTok is about dancing and I can't dance. So if we learn how to line dance, then we can at least do a TikTok together. You guys, we're too old for TikTok. Oh, so funny. Peyton's young. That's why she said I'm all about TikTok. Ew. Don't make us feel old. No, I'm just kidding. But that would be fun. Okay, so did I miss any announcements, Alexis, and anybody else who's been on Leadership Live?
June 3rd is going to be the date when convention tickets are for sale. And then I believe this was at like 6:30 in the morning, okay guys, but on June 4th, given the situation, they are also going to be offering the live stream available too. And my notes are somewhere, so I'll have to send that to you guys after. I don't remember.
Okay, sounds good. So everyone put on their calendar June 3rd is when they're going to open up tickets and hotel rooms. And so I believe, if I remember correctly, last year they would put one hotel night or 150 deposit on your card, and then you don't pay for your hotel until later. So, but you do want to start budgeting for that now. So we would need the convention ticket. You want to budget for a convention ticket, flights, hotel for like 5 to 6 nights, and then the convention kits, which is when they announce all the new products for the next year, right? And so we can buy that convention kits at convention and take it home with us. So exciting.
And then if you guys qualify and walk as a brand new rank, you guys have to hit that qualification by end of month July. So in July, by at least July, you guys have to be able to have hit the rank that you guys want to walk as for at least one single month. If you are going for diamond or above, you have to hit it twice before the July period ends. So manifest, put it out there.
Yes. So if you want to walk silver, gold, platinum, hit it once by the end of July, and you can walk. Diamonds and above, we have to hit it twice, which is crazy. So we're gonna hit Blue Diamond twice, just so you guys know. If we're gonna hit it this month, we have to hit it again so that we can walk, and it's so much fun. And I want you guys to experience that, because me seeing Miley walk as a diamond and throwing confetti on her, I just hit the rank of silver, and that's the only reason my husband let me go to convention. Bought a ticket last minute, 8.5 months pregnant, flew there, walked as a silver, came back as a diamond the next year. And so it's like life changing to see someone walk down that purple carpet and throw confetti on them. So I want you guys to see that and feel that as well. Show of hands, who's planning to go to convention? What about leadership retreat next year as a silver rank or above? Awesome. I mean, hello, you guys can do it. I see you. I see all of you. I'm like, yep, silvers. I can see all of you as silver and above. It's amazing. Okay. We'll see how this COVID goes, because honestly, I don't know if I would travel when they say you can travel. I'd give it like a month or two. So we'll see. Hoping and praying, staying strong and safe and healthy, you guys, especially strong in emotions about current events. Okay. I was going to talk about something else. I forget. Oh yeah. I wanted to just open it up. Keisha didn't come. He probably was working. I wanted to open it up to any new people that want to introduce themselves. Any new builders want to introduce yourselves? Don't be scared. Okay. Otherwise, I wanted Alexis. Otherwise, I wanted to open it up to anyone wanting to speak on really anything. Celebrations, just sharing, because getting things off your chest can help you be better in your day. Otherwise, any challenges that we can help you guys work through, as this is mentoring, this is group mentoring. Having any challenges in your business that we can help you work through. I literally hear like crickets outside my window. Shauna, please, go ahead.
Same goal, just talk more about the business. I tried this month with like asking people to share. That was a start, and that got me kind of pumped, and then I don't know, I just stopped. And I think what Alexis said about like, fine, you want to be picky, and I think that's always been my thing. That's why I've had that block too. Like, I don't want just anybody, because I know what it takes, right? Like, I've got here by myself, but I know like having others alongside you doing this and being strong with you and being your support is going to be everything. So I don't know. Yeah. And then you said the more customers you have and stuff, it's going to come along, but I literally don't talk about it. Like, I don't post about the business side of it. So that's something I need to get over and do, or else it's going to maybe take me much longer.
Shanna, I feel like in the beginning I was super excited about getting builders, and I had a very different way than what over time I realized actually attracts employers. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about my experience with PacSun, being able to hire people, and really what attracts someone to an organization. Okay. And I think the first thing is you have to think of yourself as a successful organization, and you have to be very outspoken with your personal accomplishments. The reason why is because no one wants to work for a company that sucks. No one wants to work for a company that can't give them the kind of glory and the kind of results that they don't even know they want sometimes, right? And I think when you start talking about your business, maybe you don't go straight into it, but you start talking about what you've accomplished and how this business has empowered you first. That is the number. Okay, so my Maui stores, love them to pieces, but I can't keep someone for longer than 6 months. And I had to realize that no one in Maui wants to work for PacSun, because they don't care. No one cares about streetwear. No one cares about having the newest Fear of God Yeezys except for Ben, right? But what they do care about is the people that they work for. And so I realized that I had to recruit and I had to interview very differently. And it had to be about relationships. It had to be about goals. It had to be about what they wanted. And I had to, in that moment, bring into fruition how I was going to help them accomplish those things. So I think instead of for you sharing the business opportunity, I think that you need to talk about yourself and how successful you have been, especially since you've been the one to take yourself to this point where you've gotten, right? And so I think once you start speaking that into existence, then I think people will be like, I can do it too. That was literally one of the first things I said about you when I was like thinking about like, okay, I need to get my doTERRA business going. How the heck did this girl have a full-time job as a teacher? I heard you were a teacher, 3 kids, and do this doTERRA business. And I think that month she had 9 enrollments. That was crazy, right? So I think when you start talking about the things that you accomplish, people automatically get attracted to that success, and they want to know how can they do it too. So don't talk about the business, talk about success and actual results is my opinion.
Well, yeah, you're right. And that's, I think, what it is. I'm not one to talk about myself. And that's just something I gotta get over. Like you said, face the fears, just do it. And but I've always been like that. I'm very hush hush, like about just me and like the accomplishments, because I've accomplished a lot. Like I've done a lot, and but I don't say much about it. Yeah. But it's attracting. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
That was helpful.
of course. And it's going to be uncomfortable because it's something that you're not used to. You don't naturally talk about the business in that way. So you almost have to dive down deep into a little bit of personal development to even understand what you value about yourself and what you value about what you've accomplished. So once you can figure that out,
Totally. I even had to ask my best friend, like, what do you like about me? Like, tell me 5 things. And she listed it. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. Or, like it's hard for me to take compliments. Like, it's hard to talk about myself. But for sure, mindset, personal development, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna do it. Thank you.
I think we all have a little bit of that, like don't really want to talk about ourselves and don't give ourselves enough credit. And I think, coming into that self-awareness is what's going to help you grow, right? And so just even like reflecting and journaling, what brought you to this business? Or, Shauna, you enrolled with me and wanted to do the business with me. What was the reasons why, and what did you see from me? And same with everyone else. Who did you enroll with when you decided to do this business, and you could have chosen any other wellness advocate to do the business with. Why did you choose them? And kind of reflect and journal that and write that down, and then try to now put that from you out, right? But self-awareness, you have to give yourself credit and more self-love and share your accomplishments. And so again, like Alexis said, it will start to attract people because they see that you are successful. And even just a little deeper, what does success mean to you and what does it look like? Okay, because if it is a certain way, that maybe you might need to shift it. If it's like, well, I'm not successful until I'm a diamond rank, and like I'm not a top enroller, I'm not successful. Okay, so you might need to change what you view as successful. I'm successful because I am a stay-at-home mom. I'm looking at Chelsea, who has 2 kids, and I'm giving my all to them while running a doTERRA business, planning a wedding, having a successful relationship with my husband, and I'm about to, hit premiere again. Like I am super successful, right? And so looking at what you view as successful, stepping into that, and being that self-aware person, and now like turning that to shine out. So I think, kind of looking at what you define as successful, becoming more self-aware. And I love that Shauna kind of asked her best friend, what do you think of me? Or what are 5 things, right? 5 things you think of me. Brittany McDonald, who was on this call, she messaged me and said, what are 3 words that come to mind about me to you? And so I emailed her back and I sent her those 3 words. And so if you guys haven't done that before, do it. Help yourself be a little bit more self-aware of what you have to offer so that you can be more confident in yourself to turn that light out and attract people to you. Okay. I do want to just, Shauna, like you've been doing all the things, Like she has been enrolling. She has a really strong, solid premier business with no builders at all. Like that was all her. And I believe your retention rate has to be 65% or higher in order to even have a solid premier business. And that's a lot. Like that shows a lot. And I think that, you know, we all have different journeys and different ways of doing this business. Some of us are born leaders. And so it's like, I know I'm strong at being a leader. I'm going to find builders to be here. And then I'm that mentor on the other side. I'm like, but you also have to be the example. Because when your builders are asking you, how do you enroll? How are you doing your classes? How are you, you know, how do I be a top enroller? And you're not that example. How are you supposed to teach them that? Right? And so I feel like there's a couple different ways that you can do this business and honor where you're at and honor all that accomplishment that you've done. And Shauna, like you might not have any builders right now, but building that solid team, like we talked about planting the seeds and doing the things and committing and being consistent. One day you're gonna like start finding all these builders and you're just gonna like shoot up because you have that premier foundation. Can you imagine now what you could do with builders? Like that's crazy. And you should be super proud of yourself. So I don't want you to ever feel like, oh, like I'm like having all these customers, but I don't have builders. That's okay. Like still be proud of like what you do have and what you have accomplished. What about anybody else want to give Shauna advice or have another topic?
Sorry, I want Chelsea to talk a little bit because she hates me. She actually helped me through this, and I think that this can help Shanna and the rest of the people who are really just like fearful to kind of throw themselves into something new. Just a little bit of backstory about Chelsea. She had been in retail for years, with an extremely successful position with American Eagle. I love them, but they are my competitors, so I actually learned about her. This is how good she is. I actually tried to recruit her before a holiday season in 2018, and I don't think she remembered until our three-way call with Ashley. But she took a leap of faith. She actually really did trust the situation that her and her husband were in to be able to say, this is the life I want, and this is what I'm going to do to get there. And so, Chelsea, I don't want you to talk about your journey unless you're comfortable with it, but I do want you to share a little bit about your mindset, because as you were going through it, you were so strong, and that's really part of the reason to what inspired me to get going this month again too. So if you want to share just a little bit, I think that will help.
Sure. So I actually hit Premier in November, and I think I've told my why like multiple times, but I don't know if I've really, maybe there's new people on here, so I'll kind of briefly go over it. My son was born, we had a really rough delivery to the point where he came out not breathing, and there was no heartbeat when he came out. He's now 2.5 years old, and you can't even tell there's anything wrong. We have no delays or anything, but I strongly believe that it was because I was home with him for like the last year and a half, basically. I left my retail job, and I was super heartbroken about it because I loved my job, loved the company I worked for, I love my team, I love my store, I miss them so much, and it was just so hard to leave. But my reason for leaving was to be home with him. And it got to the point where I was supposed to go back to work. 2 months later, it never happened because I just couldn't get myself to interview, to go to jobs, or like, I loved it. I loved being with my family. I loved just the freedom it gave me. And this was all before doTERRA. I've never tried a single drop of essential oil before doTERRA. And I think that that's what drove me here. But just through my time, I was just enrolling every month, and I felt comfortable. It was a little bit scary up until I hit Premier. When I hit Premier in November, that's kind of when I felt, I don't know, it was exciting at first, and then my wedding was coming up in March, and I made all these excuses as to why I could not do it. I made all these excuses as to like why it wasn't a priority to me, or I just had so much other things going on. And I said, I'm going to get back to it as soon as my wedding is done. Well, my wedding happened, and something else came up. My grandpa came out of hospice care. So we actually moved from town to Kailua to my grandparents' house so that I could help. And I mean, Alexis, I don't know if you remember, but like every time me and Alexis tried to plan something, I'd have some kind of excuse as to why I couldn't do it. And at the time, I thought all of this was valid. Like, I have a wedding. My kids are in spring break. Now they're homeschooling. Now I have to move my entire life to a different house. I have to help my grandpa who's out of hospice care because he can't take care of himself. And then I watched Leadership Live. And I don't know if you guys remember, there was like a small brief segment about hesitation. And after that, I watched Alexis's that team call where she talked about the few books, The Universe Has Your Back. And we went on another team call with just Alexis's team. And it kind of just like struck me, like, what am I doing? I'm literally making all the excuses in the world. And I have these like small pieces of time that I need to like just invest in my business and just do it. Like if I really want it, I need to do something about it. I need to stop making all these excuses because it's not going to just come to me if I'm not putting my heart and soul into it. And, it just kind of came like my husband, my now husband, he was kind of like, you're like sabotaging yourself a little bit. Like you if you want it, like go for it. Let's really do this. Like if this is something that you really want, let's do this, So Alexis had challenged us to talk to the most important people. And my husband knows this about me already. Like he knows the kind of leader I am. He's been around my team before, and in this, for whatever reason, I just don't have the same confidence that I had in my own store. Like, I went from a $3 million store to an $8 million store, and I, for whatever reason, still cannot wrap my head around it, and it was just really hard. I think now, this last week, especially BOGO, like, sometimes things come into your life that you just really need, and I needed BOGO week. Like, I needed this because it's like sparked a fire in me, and it kind of was a kick in the butt a little bit, that I need to stop making all these excuses as to why I can't do something and just do it. And I need to remember, like, what I'm good at when I am a leader in an actual store business. And if I can run that business, I sure as hell can run this one. And I just need to put in the work. So that was like a whole lot. I just like sped through that really quick. So, but I think for me, Sean, I don't know if I answered any of your questions, but I think for me, it was just like, you just need to remember your why. You need to remember why you're here, and you just need to do the work and just do it, even if it makes you uncomfortable. Yesterday, I've never called anybody when it came to like announcing that I'm in doTERRA business or that I'm selling essential oils or anything like that. Yesterday, I called 10 people, and that was like, never. I've never, this whole entire time, I've now been in since June of last year, and I've never singly called anybody. I've text messaged, I've messaged over like Instagram and Facebook, but I've never called anyone. And that was, I actually stopped those daily mentor calls because I'm like, I can't do this. Like, I'm not in the mindset to call people. I took like a break from it because I just wasn't doing the work that she was asking me to do. And, I need to cut that out because it's not helping me for sure.
Thanks, Chelsea. That was awesome. We appreciate you for sharing all that, and welcome back. I loved what you said. You said you needed BOGO week, and that gave me a perspective that I knew, but I didn't really see of how that can bring the fire. And so I want to make sure that I give that feedback to corporate, because there's been some ups and downs about BOGO week, and how people are hitting new ranks just because of BOGO, and why are we doing things like that? And I can see there's just so much other things that BOGO does besides helping ranks. It's really like the confidence and the fire and all that. And so I want to make sure that I send that feedback to doTERRA for sure. If you guys have noticed, we haven't had a BOGO in a little while, and we used to have it February, July, November. February came around and it didn't come. And so I'm glad that doTERRA has decided to offer it now in April. So that's awesome. Alyssa had a question about building and doing the business without social media. And the only person that I know that is pretty successful, has hit Premier, almost reached silver, and doesn't really build on social media is Kristen. And so I was wondering if you would be able to share a little bit on how to build the business and how to speak to people without using social media.
Oh my gosh. I'm just not really good at like even when it comes to like my kids and stuff. It's funny sometimes, but I feel like I like to be in the moment, so I don't really use social media too much. Me and Alexis just talked about this yesterday, right? But she texted me, what was I texting everyone or reaching out to people about BOGO? Because I love BOGO. It's crazy when BOGO happens, like you're saying. But I told her I kind of just get people excited. Like I reach out in between all the kids and just tell them like, hey, there's these really good deals. Or I like to go meet with them in person if I can. But I connect with people when I meet them. I make sure to get their information. So that's why, I don't know, I haven't really posted too much, but a lot of people I found just through meeting, when the kids had things, then I would connect with somebody, like if they had like tutoring me, or even Maddie's school, her teachers just like, they knew about doTERRA, but people, I guess never really told them about it, so I just connect with them personally. I get a few from my Instagram sometimes, but I think so many people are doing it that for me, I had to find something different that I was consistent in, and I'm not really consistent in social media. But I think if you get people excited personally, it'll just resonate with them. Like just be yourself and show them how excited you are about doTERRA, and they gravitate to you and they want to know more. So I don't know, that's how I get mine.
Thank you. Yeah, we've had mentor calls where you're like, yes, I'm about to enroll Maddie's teacher. Like she talks to all the teachers, she talks to the parents at drop off, she like makes friends everywhere she goes. And then you do a lot of one-on-ones, you do some classes, but mostly one-on-ones. And so when we're looking at the pandemic, you can do phone calls, you can do texting, right? You can send links of information about the oils, about the enrollment kits. Like there's just so much that you can do without social media. And if social media is not your language, that's okay, right? You can still be successful in this business, and everyone, all the builders and all the leaders and every single person has their own story, has their own strengths, has their own way of doing the business. And that's okay. Because as long as you have the purpose, you're gonna do well. You're gonna be great. So you don't need to have social media. You don't need to have, you can go old school. Paul's dad, he was doing network marketing back then, and he is intrigued with the way that I do my business because he didn't have social media. He would go door to door to talk about books that he was selling, educational books that he was selling. That was a network marketing business that he was doing. And so we can get old school. We can write letters. We can, write a letter and put it in every one of our neighbors' mailbox and be like, I sell essential oils. We use it for this. It's been great for us. I want to help people. Like I have my next online class is Thursday at 8. Do you want to come? Here's a link, right? Or whatever. And so get really creative. Expand your reach. Step into what you're strong in too. Okay. The last thing I just want to mention, because we have 1 minute left, is that I know that we're talking about getting really good support. Not everyone on this team has builders. When I didn't have builders, and there are times when I brought on builders or leaders or created legs with builders and placeholders who weren't ready to build. And that's okay. Like they weren't 100% committed the way that I was. That's okay, because I had Noelle. I had Noelle to lean on, my upline. And so as you are building, your team, you have support there still. Lean on your uplines. You have me, or you probably all have under another leader on this team, or 2 or 3 leaders on this team. Reach up into your upline and build that strength and that confidence until you have the team down below. Even if you do have a team, you're still going to be leading on your cross lines and your uplines. I'm still leaning on Noelle, and it's just one of the best things. And so I'm thankful that you're all here, and I hope that you guys are thankful for each other and thankful for the team that you're in, because not every team is like this. I have people who are building this business who say, I wish I was on your team. I wish that I had the support that you give, that your team offers. I can see that in your team, and you should be so proud. Okay, so keep leaning into the support that you have, and don't worry about what you don't have. Alrighty? Anybody want to say one last thing? Otherwise, I'm gonna let you guys go. Good luck with your BOGO week. Good luck with the end of your month. It's gonna be amazing. And I'll see you guys next week, Tuesday, before we end April. Okay, so we have one more call before April ends. Alrighty, thanks you guys. Bye.